Good day and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lona Bofololo, and I am the author of this amazing book, The 21st Century Business Model, which talks about why we should become entrepreneurs and what are the avenues available for ordinary people to become entrepreneurs and to become successful in entrepreneurship. Now, one of the things I've learned from Robert Kiyosaki is what really one of my favorite authors and teachers, mentors when it comes to entrepreneurship, finances, and investing. He basically came up with this cash flow quadrant, which was kind of eye-opening for me. And most of you know that I am a network marketing professional, have been for the last 10 years, have really made quite a lot of money in the network marketing profession. And quite a lot of people who come across this particular cash flow quadrant may not necessarily understand how they can use network marketing to basically navigate from this particular quadrant and then be able to create wealth, through this particular quadrant, utilizing the tool called network marketing. Now, maybe let's refresh your memory. What is this cash flow quadrant all about? Now, he says, all of us in the world, the way we earn our money, we can all be classified into one of the four quadrants. Now, and based on the quadrant we are operating on, there are basic rules that are basically governing, people who are operating in those particular quadrants. He says, 90% of the human population basically finds themselves here in the employee quadrant, where people have a job, they're basically working 9 to 5 type of a situation where their income is basically kept. It has a maximum how much, how high it can go. 90% of the human population find themselves here. Now, you might ask yourself, why is that the situation? It's simply because of the schooling system. So how the schooling system basically came about, people were in the agrarian age, growing their own crops, being farmers and so forth. But then for them to move into the industrial age, these guys have to be taught. That's how the schooling system was then created, for these guys to be prepared to go and work in factories. Now, the education system, has not changed too much in the main when it comes to how people are taught. Right now, it still prepares people to basically become entrepreneurs. To become employees. Now you find that even when people are doing courses like the Master of Business Administration or MBA, they're still being prepared to be employees at an executive level, right? There's very few courses out there that are basically preparing students to become entrepreneurs, right? So now we're not saying that's right or wrong, but we're just saying there are limitations there. Because even if you look at taxes, right, even in whatever country you're coming from, you'll find that the maximum these people here can be taxed is basically up to 40%, right? Roughly 40%, 45%, in other countries. So these guys here are taxed the highest out of all, these quadrants. And then when people realize that as employees, they don't necessarily find financial freedom, they're limited to how much money they can earn and so forth. Some of them even get to a point of realizing that actually I'm the one who is a skill, I'm the one who's bringing money into this business. And then they therefore, migrate and come into the self-employed quadrant, where to their surprise, they basically now own their job, right? Here, they were given a job, but now they come and own the job, right? I'll give you an example. When I left my job and I became a real estate agent running my own business, yes, I had a business card that said CEO, founder, principal agent, whatever the case is. And I will tell people that I'm an entrepreneur, I'm self-employed, I don't have a boss, right? But even though that was the case, but I still had a job. In other words, I had no leverage, right? I couldn't leave my business and go and do something else for the next 3 weeks and still hope to make money in those 3 weeks whilst I'm not in the job. For me to make money, I had to be in the office, I had to see clients, show them properties, help them to sign offer to purchases, help them to apply for bonds. That was the only way I was able to make money as a self-employed person, right? Yes, I had a lot more opportunity to earn a bit of money as compared to once I was an employee, but at the very same time there was a lot more demand on my time, whereas here I was just simply selling for people. But then here I had to be HR, I had to be a marketing person, I had to be everything that you can think of to make the business work, right? So some people that are self-employed, they don't enjoy any form of leverage. And then you've got the people who are in the B quadrant. Now, this is big business, right? Robert Kiyosaki, basically back in the day, classified this as businesses with 500 employees and above, right? So the people who basically get here, they know how to use leverage. They leverage other people's time, other people's effort, other people's money, and other people's time, right? So they get people to work for them, to build the system. They own the system, but get other people to do what? To work the system. Now, these guys, of course, tend to make a lot more money as compared to this particular guys here. But then to set this up is no child's play. That is why very few people, right? Very few people, I mean 0 point whatever percent, actually migrate from this self-employed quadrant into this particular quadrant. It's really a mind shift. It's really something that is not quite easy to move from this quadrant to that particular quadrant, because now you need to, here you're doing everything on your own. Now you need to understand how to delegate, how to employ, and how to build systems and so forth. Whereas here, you might have been doing everything on your own. Then once these people here start to generate income, guess what happens? They then tend to move their money, right? And have it work for them here in the I quadrant. What's the I quadrant? This is the investor quadrant, where people earn passive income. They leverage other people's assets, other people's money, other people's effort, right? They basically earn passive income. That is why you find these people, old men, playing golf, during the day. Why? They've got assets that are generating for them passive income. They don't have to work anymore. They've got money working for them. Here, they've got people working for them and systems, but here, they've got money working for them. They might invest into assets, things like real estate or any other assets that are generating for them cash flow. Now, how does this relate to network marketing, right? So, I thought you'd never ask. So, let's get into that. So, when you come into network marketing is really a sales business, right? A sales business, we refer people to services and products. Sales are made, we get paid commission. That's how we make an income. But unlike affiliate marketing, it doesn't end there. We can basically build a sales team that basically works, where we then get rewarded on how big and the sales team is and the amount of sales volume the sales team does. Now, how do you then move from there? Everybody in network marketing basically starts in this quadrant where we are basically self-employed. And as a person who's self-employed, you don't show up and you get paid, right? So here, you need to provide a service. You need to make a sale for you to get paid. If you don't make a sale, you don't get paid. That's how everybody starts in network marketing. But then there's people who then are able to build a bridge, okay? These people are able to build a bridge from the self-employed quadrant, where they're doing all the sales by themselves, then they come into being in the big quadrant. How are they in the big quadrant? They might not own the system, but they basically built this particular bridge, which is, there's duplication, it's leadership, it's building a team culture, growing teams all over the world, different parts of the world, growing all the teams and helping them to be able to generate sales. And as they generate sales, now they've got sales coming from all over the place, where they literally don't have a direct control. They don't have to wake up in the morning and go and do a sale for them to earn income. Now they've got a whole network of maybe 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 40,000 people, 100,000 people globally who are basically building their own business. But as they build their own business, he or she basically get to make money in the process, right? Now, this is quite an intense process where you really have to apply yourself. You really have to learn, quite a lot of things. Here, it's about being good with people, maybe, it's about knowing how to make a sale and so forth. But here, it's about leadership. Leadership really is the bridge that crosses you from being the self-employed quadrant into the big quadrant through network marketing. Now, there's so many ways you can do that, right? You can have promotions, you can have different challenges every now and then, where you are basically coming up with ideas on galvanizing the team on working together and to make sure that, everybody is basically winning. You've got a winning culture, and that's how you then build the bridge. Now, I want to take it further and say, once you have built that, and you are generating all the money, from the B quadrant in network marketing, you want to then use the money to go and build assets, right? For me, my favorite asset has always been real estate, right? I use my commission and the cash that I'm generating from the B quadrant, and I then build, a real estate portfolio that then helps me to earn passive income. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is so easy because, it's not easy, but it's something that is achievable for anyone. There's no, really, intricate set of skills that you need to learn for you to move from the self-employed quadrant into the big quadrant. You can do so without needing huge sums of cash, as opposed to people who are in the traditional business. All you need here is massive leverage, and efforts and galvanizing the team and so forth to make sure that you basically earn the same amount of money that people in the big quadrant are able to earn as a network marketing professional. I've seen people earning $1 million a month in network marketing, right? The same way there's people earning $1 million a month through owning the means of production in this particular B quadrant. So network marketing can really shorten, the process of you getting that kind of income, that other people are getting through the B quadrant, through network marketing. All it takes is leadership, courage, vision, and a massive sense of agency, right? And also a massive sense of service to people, right? If you really are genuinely wanting to serve people and have a desire to see people succeed, you'll definitely be able to attract people into your organization and be able to migrate and to earn cash from the big quadrant. So there you have it. That's how you can utilize the cash flow quadrant for you to be able to generate massive amounts of money through network marketing, right? Remember, it's leadership, it's courage, right? It's inspiring other people. It's a massive sense of desire for other people to win in your particular organization. And also, you want to look globally. Don't just look in your local market, right? Or, into geographical market. You want to look at other markets as well as you grow your business. So, hope you found value in this video. Let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to click subscribe. And also click on the notification bell as we're going to bring all these videos to you to make sure that you're able to take your business to the next level, and let's all succeed and show the world that network marketing is a better way. Cheers and stay blessed.